think I always, without noting it down, I think I always believed in the possibilities rather than the probabilities. Possibilities rather than probabilities. And so I sort of had faith in the possibility of whatever I undertook. And the very first magazine article I did, and why I decided and so forth, the very first one was for House Beautiful. And she had said, "Where else have you written?" And I said, educational journals. And I said, "But doesn't enthusiasm count for something?" And she said, "Yes, it does a great deal." So my first one was on the bicentennial, and I got 2 bylines in the same magazine for that. That was delightful. I suppose it was Salvador Dali, I suppose, was the greatest challenge. And he says, "Why, you know everything about Dali." And I said, "No, no one knows everything about Dali," which is absolutely true. And he came over in a surplice, a white priest surplice, and kissed my hand to begin with. And then we went on for 15 or 20 minutes. It was wonderful. And then I interviewed him a second time. I had that opportunity too. I was living at the Macaulay when I wrote that book. I had gone through the museum, of course, numerous times, and when I went through one time, I just thought, well, I wonder what a child would think of this particular piece. And they were so whimsical and funny that I had created Danielle as a little character, and she thought she knew everything. She would have been alive if she could have. She would have if she could have, because that was the kind of stubborn little attitude she had. And actually it's for adults too, because in the back is a section what Danielle can learn. There are all the strange little mistakes that she makes as she goes along, and they're humorous. Actually, I met him here at the Macaulay. Well, we sat at the same table for a long time, and then he began asking me to go to art exhibits. And eventually he said, "Did I ever formally ask you to marry me?" And I kind of didn't know what he meant. And he got down on one knee, and that was a formal proposal. And I said, "Yes." Yes, it was marvelous. He said, "You're my life, my love, my world." And I said, "Well, you are mine. My love, my life, my world. You can't do much better than that." What I hope to do is get some of the verses that I've written and collect them, because I have a lot of verses that are either incomplete or something has to be finished off, and I'd like to do that. I've got a box about like this of writing that I'd like to work on just for my own interest.